Success takes sacrifice, and highly successful people often move in small circles. That's why they sometimes take chances on people close to them. When 50 Cent met Daphne Joy, she was already involved in entertainment, with appearances in music videos and films. She was also connected to well-known industry figures, meaning she wasn't a newcomer to those circles.
A woman is popular, but she's also a very well-known. It's crazy because the only thing deeper than a man's desire to be with a woman, like wife a woman, who is not promiscuous, is to be with a woman who other men want.
Some believe 50 Cent was drawn to Daphne Joy because of her looks and presence. Regardless of public opinions, she stood out, and that may have been all that mattered.
Because the ego boost you receive as a man by being with a woman that all men want to sleep with, even though a lot of men have already slept with her, is actually more of a boost than it is degrading to be with a woman that all men have already slept with. As long as
Many believe that, at the time, Daphne Joy's appeal outweighed any rumors surrounding her. 50 Cent likely knew who she was and moved forward anyway. Eventually, the relationship ended, and she was later linked to Diddy and Jason Derulo. As discussions around Diddy grew, Daphne Joy's name once again became part of the conversation.
What you're looking at right now is separate. It feels like it's special because this is my son's mom in the actual tape. But we haven't had any intimacy for 12 years. She can be out back with a dog for all I care, to be honest with you. And she's the only person that we didn't get into the documentary that I wish we did, because it would be the person that's there that works.
50 Cent later suggested he wanted Daphne Joy included in the documentary because in his view, she wasn't a victim. Looking back, some argue that were signs about her lifestyle and choices long before the public controversy. But at the time, those details didn't get the same attention.
Let's not forget that there's some hoes. Right?
And predators.
No, let's just realize that that's there. Now, this is exist. If you met it, at the present moment, check out the OnlyFans, man. It's up 85.
Now, 50 Cent has openly criticized Daphne Joy and commented on her online presence. That has led some people to question how someone as experienced and successful as him ended up in that relationship in the first place. It's a question that keeps coming up, and some believe there may be a simple explanation.
And that word is access. Who gets in, who stays in, who even has the proximity to step into the room in the first place.
Like most people, successful men are often focused on work, family, and their goals. When your schedule is packed, you don't always have time to meet new people, regardless of status or success. Some believe the same applies to celebrities and rappers. Their circles are small, and only a limited number of people have access to them. Because of that, relationships often form within those same social and industry circles.
Access. Here's what it really means. Rappers aren't choosing from the world, their environment is choosing for them. They deal with whoever is actually available in their world, not the millions of people the internet imagines. And once you take a look at the rooms they're actually moving in, studios, backstage, private events, late night sessions, that huge dating pool everybody thinks exists shrinks very fast. The circle becomes tiny, not because they don't have other opportunities, but because those are the only people who even exist in their day-to-day reality. Because the truth is this, most artists spend their days locked in studios, catching last-minute flights, doing press runs, moving city to city, sleeping strange hours,
Now,
surrounded
think
by the
about the
same
life
team,
of 50
in the
Cent.
same environments on
Private
repeat.
appearances, studio sessions, multiple business ventures, late-night work cycles across different countries, and then you end up with a situation like this woman, Daphne Joy,
who enters your life and you end up making the wrong choice. Now, not only do you make the wrong choice, you actually end up boosting her profile. Because after you, she got with Jason Derulo. After you, she was linked with Diddy. And then obviously her personal brand expanded to around 1.6 million followers on Instagram. And now she's running subscription content platforms like they're extremely popular. Wait, what are you even talking about in this kind of ridiculous video? Let me break something down for you. Being a successful man, and especially a successful black man, you don't really have the entire world open in front of you. And you need to understand that when you reach success and you have whatever life you're building, you don't get access to just anyone, no matter how attractive they are. And honestly, you probably wouldn't want that anyway. And on top of that, you end up dealing with a very tight circle because you need people to adapt to your lifestyle. And every woman can't handle that. But people who are already around your circle tend to understand how it works. And I get it. It's easy, and it's usually easy for people to date within the same spaces because you can observe their behavior, you can see everything clearly. But ultimately, you are responsible for the people you bring into your own circle. And so if that person later goes on to do reckless things, especially if you share a child with them, then at the end of the day, you played a role in bringing them into that environment. You can't then turn around and go online and talk about their behavior or label them in certain ways or say someone changed them, because clearly you were not saying that while you were involved with them. And this is what a lot of women do to many high-profile men. Men have all that access, they have everything going on, you meet them when they are not at their peak, they help elevate situations and careers, and then they move on to the next person. And no matter how things turn out, if you were connected to them, you are still linked to that story. And 50 Cent is trying to say things like, I haven't been with her since 2012. It doesn't really matter, because she is still going to be connected to you for the rest of your life. And even though you're busy, even though you have money, even though you have all these achievements, what's really the point of having money and fame if it leads you to someone that almost anyone can access? If she was willing to move the same way with Diddy and Sly Diggler, then what exactly were you working so hard for? You worked extremely hard just to end up with the same person that others could also get, which doesn't really come off as a major win. And I'm telling you, successful men don't like that. That's exactly why men stay up 18 hours a day or 15 hours a day or 14 hours a day pushing for greatness. And when I say greatness, I mean they don't want to live like average people. They don't want to be anywhere near that level. They want ownership. They want control over X, Y, and Z. They want a certain level of wealth. If you carry that mindset, then you need to apply the same thinking when choosing partners. And some men only show discipline in business, but remain emotionally careless when it comes to women. And this is how men end up losing overall, including 50 Cent. Honestly, the more he keeps bringing it up, the worse it makes him look. And I'm actually a 50 Cent fan, but this situation feels like a clear L, a major L. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back again with another episode of Dust to Junk. For everything you do, subscribe and hit the bell. We're out.